Erythropoietic Protoporphyria, or EPP, is a rare genetic disorder that affects between 5 and 10,000 people worldwide. EPP belongs to a group of disorders known as porphyrias. Porphyrias are caused by deficiencies in the production of specific enzymes involved in the haem biosynthesis pathway. In simple terms, our body goes through a specific process to produce haem, a component of hemoglobin, the red pigment in blood cells that helps to transport oxygen to the body's tissues. Due to genetic defects, patients with porphyrias aren't able to generate haem effectively, which leads to an accumulation of compounds known as porphyrin precursors and porphyrins in the body. In EPP, the specific defective metabolic enzyme is ferrochelatase, the last of 8 enzymes in the porphyrin haem pathway. Consequently, there is an inability to insert ferrous iron into a compound known as protoporphyrin IX, or PP9, to form haem. Due to the lack of the critical enzyme ferrochelatase, PP9 accumulates in human tissues, the skin and the liver. Unique to EPP is that when the skin is exposed to visible light and the longer wavelengths of ultraviolet A, PP9 molecules start a chemical reaction with the photons emitted. This results in energy dissipation in organs and tissues, causing high toxicity for the surrounding cells. This physico-chemical reaction is known as phototoxicity, which manifests as anaphylactoid reactions, intolerable burning pain deep underneath the skin, extreme internal heat, swelling, and sensitivity to other stimuli such as pressure or temperature variation. Skin integrity is lost due to rapid ulceration, bleeding, and eventually permanent skin scarring. Everyone inherits 2 ferrochelatase genes, one from each parent. EPP typically occurs when an individual inherits one considerably underactive ferrochelatase enzyme and one less severely affected gene. Symptoms begin shortly after birth, persist in childhood, and remain for life. These symptoms manifest through a characteristic discomfort and swelling of the skin after as little as a few seconds or minutes of exposure to sunlight or artificial light sources, such as LED light bulbs, mobile phones, and computers. Phototoxicity is unresponsive to traditional pain and burn management, and EPP patients can be incapacitated for days before reactions subside. As a result, most patients withdraw from light exposure in order to manage their phototoxic symptoms, which seriously impacts their existence and quality of life. EPP patients spend most of their lives indoors, recluse, and deprived of social interaction due to their disease and lack of available therapy. Patients need to be checked annually for possible accumulation of PP9 in the liver, since this ultimately leads to liver dysfunction, which can potentially be life-threatening.